empty conversation. No, no, these days.
Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to be delving into, drumroll please, we're going to be delving into co-washing, which is basically conditioner washing. So in this video I'm starting off with old hair. I think that my hair's about a week old without washing it. So I had 2 cornrows for that week, and my hair, it was stretched, but my hair, it wasn't actually lacking moisture, it just needed a bit of hydration, so like water. But yeah, that's just like the background of everything before we like get into the video and discuss the do's and don'ts of co-washing. So just stay tuned if you want to know the facts. As you can see here, I'm sectioning off my hair into 4 quadrants. The only reason why I do this is because I want all the conditioner to coat every single piece of my hair, every single strand of my hair. And then as you can see here, I'm drenching my hair in water. It's important that the water is not too hot because it'll burn your scalp, and if it's too hot it'll dry out your hair, and too cold the conditioner won't be able to penetrate into your hair as much, because warm water opens the cuticles so product can enter in better. This product retails for $7.99 at TKMAXX. Here I'm adding lots of conditioner. In the past, sometimes I found it hard to detangle, and I realised that I wasn't adding enough conditioner because I'd be stingy to add some, because conditioner is expensive, but this one's like affordable because it's like, well, it's not like, it's £8 for 750 milliliters, so it's much more affordable compared to some conditioners, because they can be like £15 for like 8 ounce. If you know, you know. Just to let you know, 8 ounce is actually equivalent to, I actually looked on the internet, it's equivalent to 227 milliliters, which is tiny. So try and find an affordable conditioner. I'll list them in the description box below, because I feel like sometimes with conditioner you want to add loads, but then you're like too stingy and too scared to add too much because you don't want to waste it. But this one, I don't feel as guilty because it's like almost a litre for less than £10, so it's just better and better value for money. I make sure to start with the ends of my hair, because in the past when I've detangled my hair, I start from the roots and then I drag the knot down to the ends of my hair. Whereas if I start with the ends and work my way up, I'm avoiding knots really, but you will still get knots. So I grab all of my hair and I finger detangle just the ends of my hair, just a little bit. Then within that big quadrant, I then section a bit of hair off, just a little bit. Then I use my hands, pretend they're like a comb, so I use the raking method. So I will rake the ends of my hair, separate that little section, just keep separating it, just so I can just try and get any knots out, and then just keep going and keep raking my hair like as if my hands are calm, and then just keep going until your hair feels like it's fully detangled. So I just detangle little sections of that big section, and then I add more water when I feel like my hair's dry and it's like stiff, and I add more conditioner when I feel like there's not enough slip. So slip is the ability to be able to detangle your hair easily. And another thing is, when you're detangling your hair, make sure you're doing it thoroughly, because if you're keeping those shed hairs in for a long time, over a period of time, a good month, then over time your hair is going to become so tangled, and literally it's going to be impossible to detangle your hair, and you're going to experience a lot of breakage, no length retention, and then you're going to be moaning like, why is my hair not growing? So yeah. So once I finish detangling that section, I twist it up and then use that butterfly clip on top of my head to pin it away, just so it doesn't get tangled again, because I know my hair's going to get tangled. But as you can see, I felt like I got rid of all the shed hairs, but as I'm twisting, you can see that this hair is still coming out. So it's never going to be perfect. But yeah, I'm just giving you the real tea because I feel like I detangled my hair, but it's like it's not fully detangled, because when I then when I'm outside the shower and I'm applying my styling products, there's going to be more shed hairs as well. So if all of it doesn't come out, then don't stress about it, because I feel like there's probably still loads of shed hairs in my hair currently right now in the video, but I try and do my best, and that's all I can do really. This next part of the video will just be me detangling my hair for the second time. Yeah, and I just apply lots of, first of all I drench my hair in water, not too hot. Then I apply lots of conditioner, make sure I separate the section and apply it to every single strand. And then I detangle the ends briefly, trying to remove all the shed hairs. Section off a little bit of hair in that big quadrant, detangle from ends to roots. Then so I rake it. I separate my hair, rake it, as you can see right now, and then just like raking, just pretend your hands are like a comb. Oh, actually, you know what? I never actually spoke about me finger detangling, and I forgot. So recently I started finger detangling my hair just because I felt like detangling with the comb was a bit too harsh. Like when when the comb would hit a knot, it's like the comb would feel the knot, not my hand. So I would still continue to comb through that knot, and it'd be a bit much, like a little bit aggressive on my hand, a bit too. So I feel like my hair would break off. So that's why I finger detangle. Oh, I totally forgot to mention all of this, but I'm mentioning it now. So I finger detangle just because I feel like the comb is a bit too harsh, but I'm not fully abandoning combing my hair or using brushes. I just felt as if the comb was being too harsh. Like I've used the Demnon brush, but I feel like that is not a detangling brush. That is a brush for styling, like to define the curls. So if I was going to use that, I would detangle my hair first with my finger, then use that just for the added definition, you know. But yeah, so I just finger detangle just so it can be more gentler, and so I can retain more length by like not experiencing as much breakage as I would if I was to use a comb. So yeah. There's also do's and don'ts of using your fingers to detangle and using a brush or a comb. I feel as if with a brush, I feel like that is a thorough detangling process, whereas with my hand, like earlier in the clip, in the video, you know, when I was twisting my hair, I feel like all the shed hairs weren't coming out. But if I was to brush my hair, it was all going to come out. But this is only temporary. Me finger detangling is only temporary. But if I was to braid my hair, then I would definitely use a comb just so I can definitely detangle everything and make sure there's no shed hairs stuck in there. We don't want any like later tangles. Yeah, because if you keep in shed hair for too long, then your hair will become very, very knotted. Like, you know, when you keep your hair in braids for like 2 months, and then when it's time for you to like undo them, there's just so many knots because there's so many shed hairs. So yeah, just, you know, like have a balance. Do what's best for your hair, basically. Just try it out. Just a little disclaimer, finger detangling does take a long time. To do this, to like fully detangle my hair, it took me about an hour. So I was standing up in the shower for a whole hour, but obviously when I edit this, it's not going to be an hour, it's going to be like 15 minutes max or something. So yeah, just to let you know, it takes a long time. Don't think it's like takes me like 10 minutes or something. So I've got a knot here, and to try and eliminate the knot, I just remove strands, like a strand by strand, to try and like get the knot out. But sometimes I can't always get the knot out, so I will just chop it off, chop it out. But I try and do my best to get rid of it first, but just be as gentle as possible, just to prevent any like breakage. However many times a month or a week you decide to co-wash your hair is really up to you. Personally, I co-wash my hair every single week. So there's 4 weeks in a month, and three out of the 4 months I will co-wash my hair, and then the last week in the month I will shampoo my hair. However, that doesn't work for people. I've seen a YouTuber, I watch it all the time, she's called Jess Creation, and she shampoos her hair every single week, but like midweek she'll co-wash to refresh her hair. But for me, I'll just add spray water and then add like a moisturizer just to refresh it. But it's really up to you. So you really need to try it out. Maybe shampoo every other week. Just try it out and see what works for you. It might take a long time to figure out what works for you, but it took me a long time too. So yeah. You can choose to rinse your hair out in the twists or the plaits or whatever you put your hair in, but I chose to rinse my hair as a whole just because when you rinse your hair out in the twists, sometimes the shed hair can still be in there. So when you rinse your hair out as like a whole, you can still glide your hands through and then collect the excess shed hairs that might not have come out earlier when you were detangling your hair. This is optional. I personally don't do it, but I know some people leave some of the conditioner in and then go in with the styling product on top. But me personally, I'll rinse out everything, then add a leave-in. But it's up to you. You can just try it out and see if you like it and prefer to leave your conditioner in your hair. Check the description box below because I've listed some of the co-washes that I like. But just wait, because on the screen in a minute, you'll see some of the conditioners that I like, so you can actually see a visual representation of it, not just the name of it. Thanks for watching my video and have a blessed day. Ciao!